Hi everybody, my name is Anastasia. Welcome to the video. Today I'll be doing a little experiment. I'll be doing a full day of eating keto style, but strict keto, because I've done low carb diets before and high fat, but I've never done a strict keto. And the main rule of a classic ketogenic diet is that you need to have 75% of your total calorie intake come from fat, 20% from protein and 5% from carbs. So I'll be doing that. Wish me good luck. I've never done it before. I'm excited for a lot of cheese, a lot of fats. So I'll take you through my day, show you all my meals, and I'll end with some conclusions, some thoughts. And before I start, I wanted to mention the reason why I'm doing it. I'm doing it purely for an experiment because I've done a bikini competition about 6 weeks ago and I've been eating a lot of carbs post-show, and frankly I was a bit bored of carbs and I wanted to experiment and have a high-fat day. And because I'm keeping my calories the same, around 2000 calories, I'm not trying to lose any weight. It's just not for any fat loss purposes, just an experiment, just because I fancy a lot of cheese today. So let's start. My breakfast will be 3 whole eggs and some cheese. This is a lighter version because I got it a couple of days ago before I had an idea of doing a keto day. So this is why it's a bit lower in fat, but still it's great. And one fun fact about cheese, that it's always 0 carb. Well, this one has 0.1 carb. So whenever you're buying any sort of cheese, unless it has some fruit or added sugars, it's always keto friendly and 0 carbs. This love of mine, come sing with me now, baby. This love of mine, it's why you keep hiding. I think I'm doing good so far. So I keep on trying. I just wanna be where you are. Just got back from getting some groceries. I have to say it was very difficult to find things that were low in carbs, pretty much 0 carbs, and also low in protein. Like a lot of cheeses that I was looking at, they were high protein and I couldn't get it. So I got some clotted cream, I got some classic pesto, coconut cream, as well as some coconut flour. For vegetables, again, because I don't really have too many carbs to play around with, I got courgettes, which are one of the lowest carb vegetables. I got some tahini. I got some Brazil nuts, and I spent quite a while looking at all different nuts because nuts have carbs as well, and I found that Brazil nuts have the lowest carbs. So per 100 grams they only have 3 grams of carbs, which is great, and protein is also pretty moderate, like 14 grams, so I got them. And of course avocado and a little pate as well. It's like a duck liver pate. I was gonna go between chicken or pork, but I found the duck one and I went for this one because it didn't have too many additives, so it only has 2 grams of carbs per 100 grams of pate, and a lot of them again have added sugar, so watch out when you're getting one. Read the labels as always. So I'm gonna try and whack some kind of dish with all of these things. I do have some food at home as well, so let's see what I can have. But right now I fancy a little snack with my coffee, so I was just walking and thinking what I can do because I want something sweet, but everything that's sweet has carbs. So what I'm gonna try, I'm gonna have this clotted cream and mix a bit of lemon cheesecake protein powder, so it might resemble some kind of lemon cheesecake. I do miss having something crunchy in my mouth though, because everything that's keto is always just kind of soft, which is delicious, but I don't know, I want something, you know, chewy, but chewy. So let's see what I can make. So this should be my dessert. I have clotted cream, lemon cheesecake protein powder, and some Brazil nuts. I'm just gonna try mix it all together and show you what turns out afterwards. Okay, it's not going so well. It's super thick. I might need to add some water. I did want to get some butter, but I don't really eat butter on a regular basis, and I just thought it's no point of buying butter for just one day. Let's see how it goes. Otherwise, if I was keto on a regular basis, I could of course make keto bombs and freeze the butter, put it in the fridge. Okay, let me mix it better. Okay, I just licked the spoon and it tastes like heaven, but it is quite liquidy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop it in the freezer for maybe 10 minutes and see if it becomes more solid and more dessert-like. About 10 minutes later, it became a bit more solid, but still not super solid. But it's 2 p.m. and I need to fit in all my meals, which I have this and 2 more. So I'm just gonna eat it like this. I tried it, it tastes amazing. Of course, very fatty, but amazing. This is so good, but I can't believe how fat makes you feel so full. Literally, I'm enjoying it, but I still feel pretty full since breakfast, even though it's been 5 hours. But I need to eat because it's 2 p.m. and this is quite a strange place to be, because since the competition my diet has been pretty high carb. I've been loving it, but as soon as I have carbs, I notice I want more and more and more. It's probably the insulin spike, whatever. And this is amazing to be feeling super full. Heaven in a bowl. It is now time for lunch, and I will be cooking some courgette with some pesto and the pate. For courgette, I was gonna grate it, but I just want something chunkier. Guys, change of plans. I've tried this pate. I don't really like it. Oh, I don't like it, so I'm gonna try to do something else with my courgettes, which are nearly cooked. A few minutes later, courgettes are nearly cooked. I didn't put any oil, just didn't feel like it. They're not super cooked, so they're still chunky. I don't like when they're super soft. Okay, I've calculated, and I'm gonna go for some pesto on top of my courgettes and some tahini. Tahini is definitely not everybody's cup of tea, but I love my nut butters, and I find that tahini is just the same as any peanut butters, but just made out of sesame seeds, and I really enjoy it. And I need 50 grams of tahini. I already poured 37 grams on my courgettes. I need a bit more. 48. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a fatty meal. 50. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna mix it up. I love tahini, it's super nutty. And now I'm going to add some pesto as well, but I only need 30 grams of pesto. And it might be the worst idea in the world, but let's do it anyway. 18, 23. Oh god, this is the funniest meal in the world. 30. Oh dear lord, what kind of meal is it? Just does not look appealing whatsoever. I'm gonna mix it all and then try it and let you know what I think. Okay, there we go. Courgette with tahini and pesto. Not bad. Interesting. I'm not sure you guys will like it, but I think I like it. I think I'm mostly excited about having some vegetables, because today, so far, I haven't had any vegetables, and I feel like I need some proper fiber. I've had half of this bowl and I can't eat anymore. It's just so fatty and just so fatty. Oh, at least I'm not hungry. I guess that's okay. That's good news. Don't listen to my advice. Don't make this. I mean, it's too late to do another meal now. I might as well just eat it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a crazy keto fat situation in my stomach. My stomach is so far is okay. I don't know how it's gonna be later on, but now it is 7:30 p.m. and I guess I might as well have my dinner. I'm going to have some egg whites and bacon, like a normal meal, and also some avocado. I still feel extremely full from that disaster of a dish of courgette and tahini. and pesto. I should have just got some salmon, but I didn't really fancy anything fishy today, and if I had fish for the previous meal, today's meal plan would probably look like a normal human one, but unfortunately it wasn't. But again, it's just a trial and error of my keto day. I might do another one soon with some better food ideas, because this was just a spontaneous idea and I don't know, went for some odd ingredients. Anyway, let's make some dinner. My bacon is cooking, and you know what I really want right now? Some dry rice cakes. Nothing fatty, nothing with protein, just dry rice cakes, because I'm kind of feeling greasy, sick of eating fat. I think this is too much fat for me. Too much. Some people messaged me on Instagram today asking, oh wow, you're so brave of doing this diet. I mean, what's so brave about it? Just try it for a day. It's not gonna kill you. Fat is good for you, but I don't think this diet is for everybody. It depends on your taste. Got my egg whites ready. I removed the bacon and just poured the egg whites on the same pan without washing it, so the fats can make it more delicious. I do love bacon though. The best part of the keto day. Okay, this is my dinner. I already ate. There were 6 pieces of bacon, now there are 3.5 because it's just my favorite. Anyway, I have bacon, I have about 75 grams of avocado and egg whites all together. I might add a cucumber because I do feel like I need something more refreshing, but cucumber is of course super low carb, 0 fat. So yeah, this will be my dinner. Finally, I'm done eating. Ooh. So I'll have this and I cannot wait for my oats tomorrow morning. So what did I think of today? I was feeling very full all day. Definitely high-fat diet makes you feel more full than having carbs, but I'm not sure I can do this every day because it's quite restrictive in terms of flavors. Most of them things are savory, but I do miss having something more sweet, and with ketogenic diet you can't really have fruit, you can't really have sweet vegetables because you're very limited with carbs unless you use artificial sweeteners. And yes, you can use some protein powder here and there, maybe cocoa powder, but again, you're very limited, and with carbs you have more options like that. And another thing I miss from having my usual diet is probably more protein, because today most of my protein came from dairy, which is great, I really enjoyed it, but again, I don't think it's sustainable for me on a daily basis. So what I will do in the future, I'll probably have one of these days again, just whenever I feel sick of carbs. Yeah, I definitely want my carbs tomorrow. So I think doing this way, strict keto, it's pretty tricky, and of course it's a personal preference. If you like this diet, let me know. Maybe you know some great recipes or great websites or great YouTube channels. But I think for me, I prefer more balanced ratios of fats and carbs in my diet and higher protein. But again, this is just a personal opinion. In terms of overall energy without carbs, I felt fine. I did feel a bit sleepy at some point in the afternoon, but I just had another coffee and I feel great. I know a lot of people who do ketogenic diets, they complain about keto flu, but probably that will occur if I do it more than just one day. One day I think it doesn't make any difference. Plus today I just was walking around a lot and I didn't go to the gym, so again my glycogen in my muscles is not depleted and I'm not in a calorie deficit, so I feel fantastic. And I hope you enjoyed this little video and got some ideas. And please, please, please don't make that courgette with tahini and pesto. Just not a good idea, no. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!